Those for the question say aye. Against, no. I think the ayes have it.
Social media will soon be banned for under 16-year-olds in Australia after a new law sets a benchmark with one of the world's toughest regulations targeting big tech. It forces tech giants from Instagram and Facebook owner Meta to TikTok to stop minors logging in or face fines of up to $32 million.
We know there is widespread concern and evidence about the severe mental health impact of social media on children. We've seen
a parliamentary inquiry this year heard evidence from parents of children who self-harmed due to social media bullying. Domestic media backed the ban, led by Rupert Murdoch's News Corp.
I'll quickly pull it up.
16-year-old user Annie Lamb acknowledges its potential harm, but says it is deeply ingrained in society and the law will force young people to more dangerous parts of the internet.
With such a clear-cut ban, I believe that it will only create a generation of young people who will be more technologically literate in bypassing these walls.
The ban also faced opposition from privacy advocates and some child rights groups, but 77% of the population wanted it, according to latest polls. Speaking on behalf of social media platforms, Australia's Digital Industry Group Managing Director Sunita Bose said the bill was rushed through Parliament.
In some ways it's cart before horse because we have the bill, but we don't have guidance from the Australian government around what are the right methods that a whole host of services subject to this law will need to employ.
In submissions, Google and Meta said the ban should be delayed until an age verification trial finishes, expected in mid-2025. The country will be watched as a test case, as a growing number of governments look to implement similar legislation.
Today I can announce that
the ban, considered a political win for Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, could strain Australia's relationship with key ally the United States.
Come here.
Ex-owner Elon Musk, a central figure in President-elect Donald Trump's administration, said in a post this month it seemed a backdoor way to control access to the internet by all Australians. Australia has also made social media platforms pay media outlets royalties for sharing their content, and now plans to threaten them with fines for failing to stamp out scams.
And I feel like people under the age of 16 right now wouldn't know how to live without their phones and social media. It'd be a really hard change for them.
I think it's good to have some sort of limitations for younger kids because there's a lot of stuff online which is quite dangerous and scary for young kids to see.
Somos una generación.
We are a generation that is called technological for a reason, because social media are part of our lives. I think that we should find another solution rather than prohibit social media.
Otra forma que no sea prohibiendo las redes sociales.
Penso sia difficile, ma penso che sarebbe ottimo.
I think it's difficult but great. It's an initiative that makes a lot of sense in Australia, and one that we should bring here to save the next generation from a filter like social media that filters life and doesn't allow you to be completely yourself.
Completamente se stessi.
I don't think it's a good thing, really, because I think that it's not going to stop it, and also the government's taking control of things that is parents' responsibility, because parents are going to keep still using their social media, aren't they? And their kids are going to be watching them doing it, so what's the point, really?
I mean, not to sound like an old fart, but when I was a child, it was my parents' responsibility to not police, but enforce what I was doing and make sure that I was not, exposing myself to any harm. And I think that maybe a government intervention is probably unnecessary on such a wide scale. I think potentially there needs to be a lot more education for parents about what potentially is available on social media to their very young children, and then it should ultimately be, I feel, probably more their responsibility than a government-wide ban on something like that.
I'm feeling very angry. I feel that this government has taken democracy and thrown it out the window. And how can they possibly make up these rules and these laws and push it upon the people without a due process? It's top-down structure. It's as though the government owns the children. No, they don't. No one owns the children, actually. They're individual souls, and the government can't own people. And they can't tell parents what to do with their children. And what it is actually censoring for everyone. So it's a digital ID surveillance for everyone. So I'll be going off all social media platforms myself because I won't be getting involved. And I think a lot of people will do that.
I feel like I still use it, like just secretly get in or something. But like, I don't know.
Because you're gonna miss it, aren't you?
Yeah.
YouTube, what else?
Yeah.
TikTok,
yeah.
Instagram is on. Snapchat, what else? Yeah.
I think that's a great idea because I found that the social media for kids is not really appropriate. Sometimes they can, have a look something that they shouldn't. So I think for the age, I think we should really not have an access for, children or kids that are underage.
Have you guys tried Hateless Girls? Like
Yeah. My husband actually currently straightened it today.
Well, news to me this morning. I can understand why measures might want to be put in place. Obviously, young kids are dealing with a lot and being exposed to a lot through social media. I'm not sure if a full ban under the age of 16 is the right way to go. I think that might just potentially create more issues in the future or ways that kids might want to try and access social media under that age. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it unfolds.